Hi, welcome to this video. In this video, I'll be going over my host recommendations for Diceathon. I'm excited to share you my recommendations for some of the prompts that I have selected to recommend for you. Okay, so for this one, I am going to recommend Dan Brown, The Lost Symbol. Now, if you've watched Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code or Angels or Demons, or you've read some of his other books, you'll know that they usually follow some kind of secret society. There's a plot, there's symbolism, some kind of conspiracy, a lot of chase scenes, a lot of action, usually a lot of like history and dark secrets as well. And this is no different. This looks at the Freemasons, so Masonic secrets, and is set in Washington, and it follows a lot of dark history, symbolism, um, all those kind of things, scientific experiments. I really enjoy this series, and I love the book as well. So this is my first recommendation. So for my next one, it has your favorite color in the on the cover, and my favorite color is blue. So for this, I am recommending Legend Born by Tracy Deonn. I loved this book. So after the death of her mother, she I think it's university she attends, or academy, and she gets sucked into a retelling of, it's like a twist on the Arthurian legends, her secret society. It's it's not the same story as the Arthurian legends, but it involves all the knights, it involves like magic, um, like trials, all that kind of thing, and also deals with like grief and loss really well as well. Absolutely loved it. I remember reading it in 2 days, which is really good for me. Like I was reading it non-stop. Um, so yeah, it is, well, this copy is 490 pages, so I read a lot in those days. Um, I love the characters as well and the way that they interact and the differences in characters as well. You really get to know the characters, and they're all very different. There's good representation in it, so I really recommend, if you haven't read it already, then I recommend you reading it. If you have read it, let me know whether you enjoyed it as well, and you're welcome to reread it as well. Okay, so the next one, my book recommendation for a genre you don't normally read is Labyrinth by Kate Moss. It is historical fiction. It's set in both 1209 and in 2005. Forgot how to say dates there for a second. But it is really, I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite books. Even though it's historical fiction, and I don't usually read historical fiction. Um, but the way it seamlessly kind of goes between the two time frames is really good, and how the two time frames kind of, it's not kind of like the same story twice. It's you kind of find out bits of the story from each time frame. There's a lot of secrets. The characters are great. The writing is really good. It is chunky. That's the only thing. But the author does really good research. It uses actual like historical facts in it, a bit similar to Dan Brown, which I've recommended earlier on in this video in terms um, of writing, um, in terms of using historical like facts and secrets and stuff like that as well. Um, this also kind of goes more into, whereas Dan Brown kind of goes into like uses history but in modern day. Um, this kind of actually does go into history, and the characters live in that period, so you get to experience the culture and society as well at the time. Um, there's like puzzles, there's symbology, and it's based on the Holy Grail as well. And I love books based on the Holy Grail as well. I absolutely loved it. I would recommend it, even though it is quite a thick book. I also have the audiobook. Audiobook is really good as well. So if you want to immersive read or just read the audiobook, that is perfectly fine as well. Also realized this could have been favorite color as well, but I know a lot of people don't read historical fiction. Well, the people that kind of I interact with, and don't necessarily read historical fiction. It's definitely a genre I want to get more into, but yeah, my recommendation is Labyrinth by Kate Moss. Okay, so my recommendation for a book with dragons, I want to say Fourth Wing. I just love Fourth Wing, but I wanted to give something a little less Orious, and another book that I absolutely love that has dragons. First book I read in 2025, my first 5 star, and my favorite book still in 2025 that I have read is A Language of Dragons by S. Williamson. And I love this. Think imitation game meets Handmaid's Tale. You have the repressive society kind of dystopian kind of vibes of the Handmaid's Tale, and then you have dragons in it as well, and basically code breaking as well. There's like rebellion, all kind of going into it. Love the characters. It's really interesting. Haven't really read a book that, even though it kind of you can kind of see imitation game, and you can see um like hints of Handmaid's Tale, it's very unique. It's very unique. Those are just two things that kind of help you kind of describe it. It's probably more imitation games, but the code that they are trying to break is dragons, is the language that dragons use to communicate with each other as well. There is war going on as well, and yeah, I absolutely love it. There's also politics. Um, doesn't go into politics like really heavily, um, but yeah, absolutely loved it. Can't recommend it enough. If you do want to read it, I hope you love it. Let me know how you get on. If you have read it, let me know in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts as well. So yeah, let me know. Okay, so I'm sure we've all got series that we're in the middle of, or have started and want to continue. And obviously, the series that I started, you might not have started, but I wanted to give this opportunity, just take this opportunity to kind of give you a recommendation for a series that I absolutely love. It's a really easy read. It's the Nevermore Bookshop Mysteries series. They're quick, easy reads. The female main character loves books. She wants to be a writer, but she's got this progressive disease in her eyes that is slowly making her go blind, and it's kind of like a really realistic um and really well written, kind of how she has to deal with this, the progression of it, her disability as well, mixed in with a bit of romance. It's a reverse harem. It focuses on this bookshop, and this bookshop is magic. Basically, fictional characters come to life out of books, and she interacts with them. Each book is, you can probably tell by the titles, Dead and Stormy Night, Plot and Bothered, they kind of like twist on original stories, and usually a character is introduced from that story into it as well. Um, and each one's a different mystery that the female main character um has to solve. There's also like a group of older ladies kind of like in it that absolutely love the mysteries, and they have this like book club, and they're really into romance. And the kind of church group doesn't like it, and you kind of got that rivalry, and it's just really fun. And love the characters. Really quick, kind of like read. Um, I just You can start it now before Diceathon and then have it as your series to continue, or you can just read it anyway. But it's it's a book that came out, a series that came out ages ago. I read ages ago, and it still lives rent free in my mind. Um, and I really want to get around to reading it again, so I just thought I would take this opportunity to recommend it. Okay, so next is an author that has never let you down. Maybe you've read this author. I've revealed just before this that is Anne Rice, and the book I chose for this is The Wolf Gift, because for this it was one of my life-changing books that I have read. It really changed my perspective on a lot of things, even though it was a fantasy book, and it's a retelling of the werewolf legend. The books that I've read by Anne Rice has never let me down. Um, Again, you might not have read Anne Rice, and the author that has never let you down is going to be different um to you than it is to me. But I just really wanted an opportunity to share this book and this author and the series. I've got The Wolves of Midwinter here. There's a secondhand copy. I do have a newer version as well. That is my trophy book as well. There's a second one in the duology. But yeah, life-changing book. Just want to take an opportunity to recommend it to you. Okay, next I just wanted to recommend an indie author to you. I've put up her a book, Memories Hostage by Margaret Pinard, as well. That's the book that I have read, really enjoyed it. I know others have read other books. Um, really recommend her works. She takes a lot of time to write historically accurate fiction. I will also tag her channel, her YouTube channel, in the description as well. I recommend any of her work. uh, Anyone that I know that has read her work. Um, I haven't yet come across someone who doesn't like it. Maybe I haven't talked to them, but I really love it. Archaeology and history degree here, and I love it as well, even though it's not usually a ones that I've read are not usually from a time period that is necessarily of interest to me, but I have enjoyed them regardless. Writing is amazing as well, story is amazing as well. So please check out her books, and check out her channel. So there's my host recommendations for Diceathon 2025. Just a reminder that if you pair any of the prompts with a host prompt, you can level up 2 levels instead of one. And it's not just my prompts that count, my recommendations that count, it's also my co-host as well. I will tag them in the description box below, and please check out their channels and keep an eye out for their recommendation videos as well. I will see you next time.